As someone who loves the sun, December 21st is one of my favorite times of the year. I say that because after that date, every day we gain a minute more of sunlight. In this part of Florida, January is the coldest month, and we seem to be getting warmer earlier. So I plan to get a jump on the weather for the new year. One of the first things to get done is removing the loofah vines from their bed. I've already companion planted sweet peas with them. The peas can survive the cold weather and provide double duty in fixing the nitrogen in the soil for summer crops. If you don't believe that it works, take a look at these Russian kale plants that were planted in a bed I devoted to black-eyed peas. This next bed was primarily peppers with no peas. The kale there is growing, but a lot slower than the bed where the peas fixed the soil. I did the same thing last spring with sweet peas and cucumbers. I was able to grow sweet peas during the colder months and then put in cucumbers that finally overtook the peas to fill out the bed. So I have sweet peas almost everywhere to harvest and help prepare the soil for later crops. Oh yes, remember the collards that lasted 2 years? I found out they're what's called flash collards and are known for high yield and resistance to bolting. I bought some seeds and have already started them in the ground, as well as in a pot that I will thin out later. The same goes for the kohlrabi that I started in a couple of locations. It too can survive the cooler weather. This group also started in a nitrogen-fixed bed, while in the long bed, they get the benefit of onions to ward off pests. I'm also trying my hand at propagation while it's cooler. Remember the frost-bit sweet potatoes? While preparing for the coldest month, I decided to cut off a few sections to make slips and root them out in a clear jar that I can move in and out of the sunlight. What's in ground still seems to be growing, so I left a few to see if they make it and let the sweet potatoes get bigger. This is my third attempt to propagate mulberry stems. The first two went nowhere fast, but this group is still alive and I hope to have at least one for the garden. The plan is to put the surviving stems in pots because these little critters can take over fast if put in the ground. And there have been a few surprises. Despite the cold snap, the tomatoes seem to be thriving. These were beefsteak tomatoes, but they're growing like cherry tomatoes. I'll take them any way they come. And finally, 2 major hurricanes during the summer got me looking at alternative energy on a more permanent basis. The plan is to build a small mobile solar array with a couple of batteries to supplement my energy usage on an everyday basis, while also having long-term backup during hurricanes. So there you have the winter preparations for spring. and projects in the planning stage. See you next time.